In the second installment of Excel, let's learn what formulas are. So we know that there are columns and that there are rows, and in the intersection are cells. So let's look at the cell. So this cell has a name of A2 because it's the intersection of column A and row 2. So I can put a number in here. Let's say I just put in the number 2. In the next cell I'll put in the number 3. In the next cell I'll put in the day. I can put in my name. I can put in all kinds of different information here. So what I've done is I've just simply entered information into cells. And on the formula bar, it has the value of the information. So this is the number 2, the number 3, the text Wednesday, and the text John. You can also put in cells formulas. Now the difference between the formula and a value is that the formula actually does some calculations behind the scenes. So let me go over to a sheet I've prepared for formulas. Let's look at this sheet and I'll show you how formulas work. So here's the value 2 and here is the value 2, and I could simply put in the value of the sum of these by adding 2 and 2, and I could have 4. So now I have the value 4. So B7 has the value of 4. But if I change the value in B2 to, let's say, 7, the result doesn't change. So a formula lets you change the formula automatically. It automatically calculates the formula. Let's go back and make this a 2. I'll delete this. So the way you start a formula is that you start with an equals. So I'm going to hit equals. And as soon as I strike equals, the formula bar has indicated in equals, and we have started a formula there. And there's several different ways you can enter in formulas. You can click on a cell, or you can enter the cell name if you know it. So I'm going to start by clicking on a cell. So I've typed equals. I'm going to click on cell B2, and I'm going to hit the plus sign because that's the sign for addition. And then I'm going to click on B6, and then I'm going to just simply hit the enter key to accept that formula. So now the value of B5 is 2, the value of B6 is 2, and the value of B7 equals the sum or the addition of B5 and B6. So if I change B5 back to 7, this automatically changes. So this becomes a formula. And you can tell it's a formula because when I click on the formula, oops, I just goofed up there. When I click on the formula, you can see the formula in the formula bar. If I click on the cell above it, you just see a number. So let's turn this into a formula. So this will be, start all the formulas with the equals key. Equals, I'm going to click on B10, and I'm going to click on the minus sign because this is subtraction. And I can click on B10 minus B11, and I have my result. So now there's the formula. You can also do the same for division. So I'm going to click equals, B15, and a slash is the symbol for division. I'm going to click on B16, and I'm going to hit the enter key. So now I have a formula. I'm going to click on another formula here. So I'm going to click on equals. I'm clicking on the cell above this. I'm going to click the asterisk. That's the symbol for multiplication. And I'm going to click on B21 and hit enter. So let's look at this. Value, value, formula. Value, value, formula. Value, value, formula. Now formulas can be a variety of different things. So this was a simple addition. Let's take the addition of all of these items right here. So I could say this equals E5 plus E6 plus E7 plus E8, etc., 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 etc. So now I have a formula with a whole long string of letters and columns in between it. But there's another way to do this. So I'm going to use the formula called sum equals. So I'm going to type the word SUM, and that is one of the formulas you can use. And oftentimes with these formulas, you have to put parentheses after it. So I'm going to put parentheses. And now I'm going to use a range. I'm going to use the range beginning at E5, and I'm going to make that range extend all the way until E11. And then I'm going to hit enter, and it will finish this. So let's look at this formula. So instead of saying E5 plus 6 plus 7, I'm just saying this is the sum of E5 to E11, and that's what the colon means in between there. Okay, so that is that formula. There's also another way to do this. So I've got my cell highlighted here, and I want to get the sum. At the top right in the ribbon, I'm going to come up here. There is a little pull down on mine, and it might be on the Windows version. It's at a different location, but it's on the top on the ribbon. If I just simply click on sum, it will automatically give me a sum of the cells, of the range of cells, because it's smart enough to know there's a range of cells there. So that's a real fast way to do that. Now there are a variety of other things that you can do with formulas. For example, you can use the formula MIN followed by a range of cells. That will find the minimum or the smallest number. You can use MAX followed by a range of cells inside parentheses to find the largest number. You can use average to find the average number of a range of cells, or you can use count to find out how many cells there are, or how many numbers there are in a range of cells. But the whole concept is built on a formula. So for example, cell E11 has a value. Cell E12 has a formula, and the formula here is sum in parentheses of the range beginning at E5 and continuing until E11. So that is the way a formula is written right there.